fucking sound.
All right.
How you doing,
Hopefully,
Indiana?
yeah, hopefully I don't have connection unstable shit again. Hold on, before I do anything, let me quit out of all the apps and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, you text me, like, are you there? I was like, well, I'm here. Yeah, but no, you didn't fucking send a Zoom link yet. So how can I be there? And then I show up and you're not
You're
even
not
fucking
there.
on it.
Yeah. And then it's got the waiting room. I fucking hate the waiting room. I
It
guess
said the
that's
host had
because,
joined as soon as I went in, and like it
well,
just
they did the waiting room because people kept coming in and like having their dick out. Like randos would go
yeah,
log into
yeah, of
random meetings
course,
and
yeah.
shit. So they did the
Uh-huh.
waiting room. All right, hold on. I'm taking
Uh-huh.
off this jacket.
Man, fucking happy holidays. We're gonna try to get another one of these in, right? Potentially.
Getting them in, getting them in.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me
So,
okay? Can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah, this furnace is right above me, so I don't know if it like sounds like
I don't hear it. I think
okay,
we're
cool.
good, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I all right. Yeah, the computer seems to be working. We seem to be live. Got everything firing. And
We'll
then
find something fucked up after we
yeah,
go
don't worry,
listen
we'll
to the recording, like
some
buzzing
shit will
or
be.
yeah, some
Yeah.
crazy sound. It's always fucking something, dude.
There's
You
always
know?
something. That's
Especially
why
with
these
that's why the in-person thing for recording, I guess, just kind of makes more sense. But even then, like
no,
we showed
because
up that one time and that microphone wasn't working, so I
episode
guess
four.
it's yeah, I
Episode
guess
four was a
I guess
fucking
it's always
disaster.
fucked up. What do we know?
And then we tried to
Um
record that one again, and it was still and it fucked up again. That
yeah,
episode is cursed.
what was that?
I don't
What was the
know. I don't
problem? It was
remember.
your mic, wasn't it?
It was my mic, or
We
yeah,
might have to do it a third time.
yeah. No,
That was
I'm
Black
fucking
Moon. I love that
yeah. Black
album. What's
Moon was
the
on that.
Enter the Stage? What was the movie?
I don't remember. I don't
It
remember off the top of
was
my
it Silver
head.
Bullet?
No,
It
no,
wasn't
I don't
Silver
think
Bullet.
so. No, because we had pretty good audio. I remember on the clips for that.
I'm gonna
No,
fucking check. I'm gonna
who?
check.
Yeah, this is thrilling.
No, but that's interesting. You have it as this episode 4, Oh Little Ninjas.
Oh, well, that's a legit.
That's a fucking
That's a legit
classic.
commentary right there
What
too.
a great movie that
That's
is.
the movie I want to do the film commentary for and put the whole thing
Yeah,
on YouTube and see if they copyright strike us. Like I
that'd
want to
be a
do
good
that.
one.
So I
That's
downloaded the
it's
movie, like the Little Ninjas movie, and so we just need to sync up our commentary track to it or whatever.
it's a little
Because like,
too easy.
what are the
You know what I
chances they're
mean?
gonna come after us? You know what I mean?
Them, dude, I think they'd be honored.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. To have a bunch of fucking losers
that
talking about.
movie could not have gotten one good rating. You
Are
know what I
there any good
mean?
ratings on it? Oh, like what's it say on
I doubt
IMDb?
it.
Three
I
little
fucking
ninjas
doubt it, dude.
and the lost treasure or some shit.
What a piece of shit that was. My God.
Three
All right.
little.
Well, hey,
Nin-
it's December. It was cold. It's not fucking cold anymore. It's raining, 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's
What's
I'm
nobody
not
knows what the hell's happening.
the fucking weather. It's kind of crazy, but I like that it's been cold. It's been like the ground was fucking frozen for days. You know
Yeah,
what I
dude, I
mean?
freaking loved it. I was like, slipping on ice and shit. I'm all about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
I
want
was
some
like,
broken hips in my Decembers, dude.
yeah, I want the old school
Yeah,
December back
falling
for
and I
you.
can't get up. Give me
I want
some of that,
the
man.
I want my
Hell yeah.
nose to be cold. I want a
I
little
I
cold nose.
had I had a little something I wanted to talk, but
Okay.
I
We have an agenda today. This is great.
yeah, well, I wanted to talk about
Okay.
decorations.
Mm-hmm.
And we already talked about a couple years ago, luminaries and how people just aren't fucking festive anymore and they're not doing that shit. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about decorations in general. Like I think like if you go all the fuck out, balls to the wall, I think you should be able to get like a tax write-off or something. Like because have you ever driven around and there's people that like they
Yeah.
legit put in some fucking effort, man.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah.
money, but like effort. They like
Well,
go all out, man. That's some
here's
good
the
shit.
thing.
That's good for society.
It's true, but here's the tricky part. There are now people who pay to have people come put their lights up. You know
That's
what I
true. I
mean?
saw a sign. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Um,
what kind of an
well, dude,
asshole does
still, no,
that?
fuck it. If you're willing to go all out, because that's outside your house, that's your motherfucking property. I don't motherfucking
Yeah.
care how you put it up.
Yeah, like attack. Yeah, where you can write it off as community service. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
You
would
know,
say,
like you think of the Temptations, they weren't writing their own fucking tracks. Smokey Robinson was writing them motherfuckers. They were just singing them. Same shit with the
that's true.
Christmas lights. You
That's
know what
true.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fair enough. Fair enough.
You
So
know? That's
I
a
think, do you
long
remember
way to
that one
go, but
house? Do you remember that
what?
one house that when we were growing up in Massachusetts that had they would do Christmas, but they also did Halloween. Do you remember that one fucking crazy house?
Fuck.
And
It
had like Chucky was
rings a
there.
bell. Oh, what was
Yeah,
Chucky?
there was this great house. Yeah, they had Chucky there and
Oh
like
man.
Frankenstein and all that shit. And we would drive like 15 minutes to go look at this house.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Fuck
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
dude. That
Those
place was
people
legit. That's
put
what I'm talking about. You do
yeah.
that, you deserve a tax write-off.
Yeah, those people
No, I
put in
remember.
the
Yeah,
effort.
now no, it wasn't near us, so we had to drive to it. But that thing was
Yeah,
like
we had to drive.
renowned. I remember when I worked
Yeah.
up towards like Montgomeryville, Lansdale.
Uh-huh.
There was a place on the way back where I could see from the highway, and dude, there was people pulling up outside that
Okay,
motherfucker.
cool.
It was
Yeah.
wild,
Yeah, well, like
you
when you're
know?
a destination, you know.
Yeah, when you're a
But
destination.
what's cool about it is like you don't you're it's not like you're on Google Maps. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about it. Like you don't there's
Hmm.
not a Google Map saying, "Oh, this is the Smith's house and they do go balls to the wall and lights." You know, it's just you just that's just your fucking
Well,
thing.
no, I mean they don't have it on Google Maps, but like there are lists these days. Like a couple years
Oh, okay.
ago, Jen found like a list, like top 10 houses in this area, and we went by, dude. And
Yeah,
you got to be fucking like proud of yourself for making one of
making
them
that list.
lists, man. I would just walk around naked outside. Like, here's my dick, here's my lights. Fucking check it out, dude. I'm a big dick, dude.
Yeah, I'd
This
wrap some
is
lights around
Merry fucking holidays, dude.
I'd tie off fucking lights on my penis
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I just be pissing on the lights. Fuck y'all. And I would love
Yeah.
to see like neighbors battling. I've seen some where
Yeah, yeah.
the neighbors both have ill lights. I saw one, it was behind my apartment complex. They used to have this fucking their lawn wasn't even that big, but they pimped it out. It was wild. They had lights all over, but they had this window john where I guess there was like a projector shining into the window, and it literally looked like Santa Claus was like in the
Oh,
house,
cool. Cool,
and
yeah.
then like he was like looking out the window and he would stare at you and he'd be like, and dude, it was fucking sick. It was like this 30-second scene.
Because
And
what
I
you
was
do
like,
is you
that's
can
super
put up
cool,
a
man.
sheet and then back project it onto the sheet.
Yeah.
So it comes onto
Yeah.
the sheet and then it's like it looks like he's standing there or whatever. That's fucking
Hmm.
awesome.
You know,
That is
motherfuckers
awesome.
who put shit on their roofs. Like if
Yeah,
you're going
yeah.
up there and putting Santa's sleigh and some reindeer on your roof,
Yeah, for sure.
yo, shit.
Meanwhile, I'm arguing with mom and dad because we had reindeer, right? And they were white lights, and mom and dad only wanted the white
Yeah, they have some
lights.
racist shit, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they only wanted the white lights in their
They
yard
didn't
because
want
it's
the colored lights.
classier.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
classier, quote unquote. I wanted to put one red light on one of the deer's nose,
Shut the
and
fuck
I
up.
got
That it was already on its nose, you dumbass.
no,
Or
it
were you the one
wasn't.
that replaced it?
I put it in there, motherfucker.
I didn't know that. Dude,
Yeah,
good for you,
but
man.
but I had to argue for weeks to get that shit on there because they're
Fuck, you
no,
did
we
that?
on the yeah, I did that.
That's genius, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
why
I thought
not,
we
right?
bought them like
No,
that.
no, I'm pretty sure I
Oh, that
did that.
changes my whole opinion of you.
Yeah, yeah, like I'm
Wow.
pretty sure I did that.
You're a fucking stand-up guy, dude.
But I had to argue with mom and dad because they're like, no, no color. We don't
Yeah.
want any
Well, no, it
color.
was more dad. Dad
Yeah,
was,
maybe it was I was arguing
fuck,
with
you know,
dad. I don't remember.
I remember we used to put them out one year. I know who did it. It was a girl from down the street. She mounted one of the reindeers, like put the one reindeer on top of the other one.
On
I
top of
was
the other,
fucking mad.
yeah.
I took offense to that shit. I know who did it too. You
I
fucking
saw
bitch.
one.
You
I saw one where
motherfucker, you.
somebody knocked
Yeah.
the deer over and then took red lights and strung it out like it had been shot and was bleeding on the ground or whatever.
That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
one was wild.
Yeah.
and like there was like a hunter like made out of light standing next to it or
Jesus
whatever, you know.
Christ,
Yeah.
that's
I was like,
morbid, man.
that's hilarious.
My
That's funny.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people come
but
up with all kinds of cool shit.
yeah, man, I
And
think you deserve something if you're going all out because you make the holidays,
you're
you know,
absolutely
like
right.
imagine if nobody did it, right? It makes the
Yeah.
holidays sick when people decorate, pimp their shit out. I put some lights around the garage. I bought more, but I've been too lazy. And I started thinking about it,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Laziness.
it's a
Yeah.
fucking commitment, dude, to put this shit
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And to make it work and to get the wiring right and to
oh, dude,
like
I'm
they're
afraid of
burning
doing
out.
it. I almost like I
Yeah.
started putting it around the garage, and I had to put it on a few times because I bought like longer wire and shit. And I could see how people start liking it though. Like it's almost like putting a puzzle together, you know,
Yeah.
and you're building something and you're making it work. And then yeah, if you're putting shit all out in your lawn, blow up Johns, fucking shit hanging from your shingles and your gutters, that's wild. You know, some
Yeah,
Clark
that's
Griswold shit, man.
you're right, 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 exactly.
Kudos. Kudos,
Um,
baby. You deserve it
silver
all.
bells,
Do you
silver
know
bells
this year fucking Hanukkah falls on Christmas
on
Day?
Christmas. That's
I
magical.
texted my boy today. I was like, Aaron, did you know? I was like, dude, that's lit. That's fucking wild. When's the last time that happened? That's gonna be the
Oh, I'm
craziest
sure
day
it's a
ever.
while.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, because usually you hear Jewish people say, "Oh, we just go out for Chinese food on that day." You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude,
They're not
everyone's
even
gonna
going to
be
do
just
that.
fucking.
All the Chinese restaurants are all going to have to close. They're just going to be like, "Fuck,
Everyone's
there's
just
nobody
gonna be
here."
banging. Just the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
world's gonna be banging, dude.
Just all this
Just all
candles and
religions
shit.
come together and
Yeah.
bang.
Muslims don't really do their holiday that time of year. I'm sure probably Ramadan. Ramadan creeps through the year. Like
It
every year
does.
it moves up a little bit. So there's probably Ramadan on Christmas. Probably like in the next 20 years or something. So
Yeah.
yeah, word. Yeah.
I
Silver
can't remember the last
bell.
time that happened. That's some pimp shit. Now, what's cool about that is it starts Christmas. Man, they get to party their ass off through 2025.
That's true. Yeah,
That's the tits, man.
they get the
I've thought of
long
kind of like combining them, right? Like, how about I celebrate Christmas
oh
and just do it for 8 motherfucking days?
well, dude, there's literally the 12 days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to
But
me
what does
a
that really fucking
partridge in
mean?
a pear
Yeah, like that. It's
tree.
just a song, and I don't know. Yeah, like what
Because it's the Advent.
is it? Does
It's
it? Is it 12
Jesus.
days before Christmas or 12 days after?
12 days before Christmas, leading
So
up to
it's
Christmas.
BC rather than AC.
Yeah, BC, exactly.
BC.
5 golden rings,
Yeah.
4 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle
Two
doves,
turtle doves and a
and a
partridge in a pear
partridge in a
tree.
pear tree.
Oh.
And then once you get past 5 golden rings, nobody
Yeah.
fucking remembers that. It becomes like
Nobody remembers. I think
six
it's like
labs of
six
squatting,
fleshlights, seven vibrating dildos.
six flashlights
Yeah.
squirting, five
Yo,
lads of squatting.
I know we are not doing a music pick, at least this time around. Fuck, maybe I should save it for the next episode. Because I
Yeah,
got
save
one.
it, save it.
I'll save it. Because I got what I
All
want
right,
to talk
no,
about. It's
come on.
it's
I
actually
got
like
some other shit to
it's like a
talk about. All right.
compilation of albums.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
Perfect. All
we'll
right.
go over that
I
on the
got some
next.
other Christmas shit to talk about. Okay. So
All
we
right.
went this weekend to the tree farm to get a Christmas tree, and usually we go and cut it down with a saw. Like you get the little handsaw, you go out in the field, you cut it down. Have you ever done that?
No.
No. Okay. Good
Yeah,
answer.
I got a plastic tree, son, with fake
Oh,
snow.
plastic
It's
tree.
the
No, I
shit
want a
though. I love
live
my
tree.
tree. My
I
tree's the
want it
shit.
to
It's beautiful.
smell. I want it to smell. I want to smell
Nah,
that
that's
piney
that's true.
smell.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so we usually go and cut one down, and then you throw it in the backyard, and it becomes bird habitat. The little birds like to hop around in there and shit
Oh
like that. So
yeah.
it's kind of fun. But this year we went, and it was cold as hell, and we were with the kids, and it's like we're not bringing the kids out to the field and then dragging this shit back through the ice. You know, like if the kids weren't there, I would do it myself. I would go out and cut it down. So we got one of the pre-cut ones. Well, I thought it was number 68, But it turned out it was $68 tree. And so um I go to pick it up, like they bring it out front and tag it or whatever, and you match your
Yeah.
tag. And I said to the guy, he was like, "Do you need any help?" I was like, "No, but you guys could have made it $1 more." And the
Yeah.
guy was
Yeah, I
like,
was waiting for it. Yeah.
the guy was like, ha 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 ha, ha. And then he just sort of like backed off
You're a
slowly.
fucking idiot, dude. You're too old to be
Oh,
doing that shit. You're
yeah,
fucking stupid.
they say when you become a dad, you're not allowed to make 69 jokes anymore. But
Yeah, that's some creepy shit, man. What's
I
wrong
should
with
have
you?
just paid them $1 more and been like, let's call it an even
Here's your tip.
69.
Or
Here's your tip,
here's my
just the
tip.
tip. Here's
Yeah.
just the tip.
Yeah, very
Um,
nice.
all right, I
You
got a cold
dumbass.
weather thing. I got a
Okay.
cold weather thing for you.
Yeah.
So, it's getting cold. Your nipples are starting to get hard. It's
Yeah.
getting cold,
Hard
and you're starting to
nips.
pick out shit that you have. All right, and you look at your hoodies. All right, this is the big question: pullover hoodies or zip up hoodies?
Pull over, dude, all day.
Really,
All
why?
day. They're better. They look better. I'm a pullover hoodie guy. I think I used to be a zip hoodie guy. That's a good question. But no, pullover all day,
Yeah,
man. Um, I don't know what the
I've done
fuck it is about the
pullovers
pullover, man. They fit better.
fit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. And like the zipper gets fucked up sometimes.
You know where I
That's
got my
annoying.
zippers, dog? On my vests. Yeah.
Okay.
The vest or the
Yeah.
buttons, one or the other. That's where I wear the
The,
zipper. Because I
nobody
get the zip hoodies, like you can halfway zip it up looking like a pimp. But I'm all about, yeah, I'm all pullover
they're
hoodies these days, dude.
half zip hoodies. Like it's
Yeah.
still a pullover, but you can zip it part of the way down and show some chest hair and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. No, you don't wear that
Yeah.
shit all the way open. You look like a fucking dirtbag.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's what
some
it's all about.
dirtbag shit. No. What the fuck are you doing? You get caught on stuff? What if you running from the cops? You get that shit caught on a fucking
That's the
fence?
best fucking
Nah,
time
you
to
wear a
wear it.
pullover hoodie, you'll escape to Vegas before they even find
Yeah.
your ass.
I mean, pullovers are also going to be warmer, because like air is going to come through that zipper or whatever.
What was that
Um,
motherfucker who shot that CEO wearing? He was wearing a pullover.
he was wearing a pullover. He got caught though.
He got caught because he put on a zip hoodie. Fucking
No, he
idiot.
got caught because he went to
He should have
McDonald's.
kept that pullover. He would have been fucking
Somebody
hopping
snitched.
fences and shit. He would have been
Somebody
on some
snitched to
Daniello
McDonald's.
Cavalcante shit. He'll be out of jail
Yeah,
in no
well,
time.
he was wearing a pullover hoodie, right? Wasn't he wearing an Eagles hoodie? He at least had an
Yeah.
Eagles shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Hold on, now I got to look up Danilo Cavalcante. For
It
those
was
who
an
don't
Eagles hoodie.
live,
Yeah, he had stolen it. Now, I don't know if it
well,
was a
yeah,
zip up or not. But if it was
that's what
zip
I'm
up, it
about to
makes
look.
sense that he got caught. That dog fucked his shit up.
Cavalcante, Danilo Cavalcante. Where's the picture of him
He
getting caught?
lasted. He was hot for 2 weeks. This
Oh,
other
dude.
kid was hot for like 5 days. He
Yeah,
had 5 days
yeah.
on him.
No, props to Danilo. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you
Oh,
see it?
there you.
Pull over.
Yeah. Damn.
Pull over.
That's a pullover.
Yeah.
But hey, he had two
Pull
weeks
over
on the
Eagle City.
loose, man. You
Dude, he
know.
had 2 weeks and he went all the way across the county, like crisscrossing, you know? And going into,
Yeah.
did you hear about the
Well,
guy who
this other
he
kid got caught in Pennsylvania too.
he
We
did? I
harboring
don't
all the
know.
criminals,
Look,
man.
and then the guy who shot at Trump was also from Pennsylvania. I'm like, Pennsylvania.
Yo,
The
what the fuck
fuck?
is going on? Dude, I'm telling
What
you,
the fuck?
when I was in California and been in other states, you go anywhere else. I swear to God. I met some people in Nevada too. If you meet Pennsylvania motherfuckers in another state, they are visibly crazier than any fucking people you'll ever meet. They party
There
the
is,
hardest. They're the biggest
yeah,
alcoholics. They're the
yep,
most like wild, man. Pennsylvania
right,
cats don't
right.
give a fuck.
They talk like they're extremely direct
Dude,
and
I'm
like
talking like
will,
rural people, city people, what? They're
yeah.
all crazy.
They do it
Pennsylvania's
as
fucked
hard
up.
as possible. Yeah, something's
Yeah.
wrong with Pennsylvania. You're right.
Pennsylvania got something going on, man.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania
Yeah,
cats
that's
is
what I'm
off
saying.
the
Like,
chain.
um,
I've seen Pennsylvania people all over the place. Like even like you go up to New England and
yeah.
go hiking and shit. There's a motherfucker from Pennsylvania parking wrong,
He's like,
like
"Ugh."
yelling at people, like yeah, doing
Yeah,
some
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey, because Jersey people get all the credit for being crazy, but no, it's Pennsylvania
Well,
people.
Jersey
Don't give me that
motherfuckers
shit.
can't drive, and that's a fact. That is a
That's
fact of
because
life.
that's because they let somebody else pump their gas. That's why.
That you isn't this? I refuse to get gas in Jersey.
Yeah, I hate it. It feels
I was
awkward.
driving to I went to Massachusetts this year, and I was talking to Jen about it. I'm like, I'm not fucking getting gas here.
This is politically incorrect, but it feels like I've gone back to like servant times, you know?
Yeah, you were you
Master,
filling up
master,
my
would you like some?
Oldsmobile? You
Yeah,
know
master, would you like to your fill up on your Cadillac? Can I also shine your shoes? Like
what kind of dumb
no,
shit is
no.
that,
I'll
man?
fucking pump
No.
my own gas.
Pump my
Fucking
own gas. I'll
Jersey.
pick my own price, which means I'm gonna fill that motherfucker up, and you can suck my balls, dude. Go
Yeah.
away.
No. And then they want a tip too.
But that's probably the main reason I don't do it, because I'm not trying to like. What am I giving you a tip for something I can do?
Just the tip, you know?
Just a tip.
Yeah.
I'm not against tipping, but like, yeah, that's stupid.
No, fuck Jersey. Yeah, I with all that shit. The fuck
It's
them.
not fuck Jersey. It's just a weird thing because it's every gas station, man.
it's every fucking gas station and it's stupid and I wish they would stop doing it. That's what I'm saying.
I've
Fuck
grown to
Jersey.
like Jersey because of the way you kind of hate them at the same time. Like you gotta have
Sure.
that person, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know. And
Yeah, you
it's
do have to
funny
have that
because like
person.
Jersey hates Philly, but nobody hates Philly more than motherfuckers from Delco.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
telling you,
That's
goddamn,
true. Yeah, they
people from
really do.
Delco, they're some of the biggest Philly haters I've ever met.
It's really true. That's like as soon as you cross city line, they're like frothing at the fucking
It
mouth.
is crazy. They all talking
Yeah.
the same, but they wild, man. They
Yeah,
all
I know.
fucking
They're
crazy.
yeah, Delaware County people or Delaware County has some gritty motherfuckers.
They have some gritty motherfuckers, but there are a lot of really great people from Delco.
Oh yeah, I love
Like
Delco. I used
super
to
just
live there.
friendly, the most gracious people you ever meet. Like,
Yeah. But then
giving
like
almost and
but then
just
like
yeah.
across the street the guy had like multiple German shepherds and would just like stand there staring at everybody on the street. He was just a fucking nutbag. And then down the street a house burned down. Like it's just
Yeah.
Delco is always up to some weird shit.
Always
Always.
some weird shit,
Always up to
yeah.
some weird
And
shut.
shouts to Delco, man, for
Shouts to
sure. I mean,
Delco,
they
yeah.
one of a kind, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I was talking with this woman and came up somehow Delco came up and she's like, "Oh, that's where I'm from. I'm from Upper Darby." And I was like, "Yeah, I have a friend who was over near the cemetery. I used to hang out there." She's like, "Oh, you're the hood?"
Yeah.
I was like, well, you said it." She's like, That's where my family is." So I was like, "Oh, okay. So that area over the
Yeah.
cemetery, man. That place that's a gritty place.
That's a gritty motherfucking
Gritty
place.
place.
Yeah, had some parties. I remember we were out front smoking blunts,
Yeah.
and me and you were both afraid of the cops, and they were like, "Dude, you don't gotta worry about them around here."
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Meanwhile, I'm a dumbass thinking the cops are gonna fucking get
Yeah,
us
we're
for
like about
smoking
to bolt.
weed.
We're about to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
run.
I was ready to run, dude. Had my
They're like, "Oh
fucking
shit."
pullover hoodie on. I was
No, and
ready
the
to
cops are
go.
like, we
Get
we
out
do
of
not
here.
care.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I was doing my research about Delaware County in the 1970s, biker gangs in Delaware County
Yeah.
were off the fucking chain. They were insane. They were just like raping girls, fucking murdering people and throwing them in the marsh,
Damn.
selling drugs. Like they would do these like giant drug parties and just bring three girls and rape the shit out of them and then like
Jesus
throw them on the
Christ.
street. They were out of
Yeah.
fucking control and they were all from Delco and there was like fuck, which gangs was it? Oh shit. I can't remember the which biker gangs it was, but
Yeah.
the one guy did a Daniel Danilo Cavalcante thing. He was thrown in jail for murder. He
Okay.
escaped and he escaped and was on the lam for 2 years. So he had the record. I think he ended up in Alaska and just like somebody
That's
realized that
wild.
somebody or like Washington State, like somewhere out, and he somebody was like, I don't think this guy is who he says he is. Like they started to look
Oh
into it,
shit.
and somehow
Yeah.
he slipped or something, and they figured out where he was, and they went up and fucking arrested him. Can you imagine? You're like
That's
two and a
wild.
half. He had a new family. He had like hooked up with some
Yeah.
woman and
Well,
was like
remember that
new
movie Black
kids.
Mass about Whitey Bulger? He's from
I didn't see that, but yeah.
Massachusetts, but he was found in like California, and that was years later, dude.
Oh man,
He's an
that's.
old
Can you
motherfucker
imagine?
then.
You're like,
Yeah.
You're like, you got a whole new life. You're like, oh, this is great. I can take my bad
There's got to
past
be a
and put it
part of you
behind me.
though that's like, finally, I don't have to fucking worry anymore. Like,
Well,
dude,
that's
you're
true. Yeah,
always just fucking squeezing
looking
your
over your
butt
shoulder.
cheeks every goddamn move you
Yeah,
make,
yeah,
man. That's
yeah, and you
wild.
have no
That's a
papers.
perpetual
Like,
state of anxiety. I just fucking kill
yeah,
myself. I was like, I ain't letting y'all catch me. I'm fucking just done.
no. Well, and they don't have any paperwork. Like, you don't have a driver's license.
Can you imagine that?
You know,
Man,
I don't
fuck
know
that.
why I can't.
That's too much of a hassle. I'm too lazy to deal with that shit.
I'm just looking this up. Delaware County Warlocks. That's who it was. It was the
Fuck.
fucking Warlocks and the Pagans,
And the
and they were
pagans, okay.
always fighting each other. There would just be gun battles, and then there was suspicion that the police department was in on it. That the
Of
police
course they
department
fucking
was
were.
like,
A
had paid
suspicion.
informants. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, I was reading about that. I was like, I had no idea that these biker gangs were that active in Philly, and like biker gangs. That shit seems like a joke now. Like biker
Man.
gangs, a bunch
Hey,
of guys
they
on
have all them
motorcycles.
biker shows. The best fucking scene with bikers is in A Bronx Tale when they go into Sonny's bar and they start fucking shit up, and he goes and locks the door, and he's like, "Now yous
Mhm.
can't leave."
Oh, oh
And
shit.
then they all fuck him up. Have you ever seen that movie? What
It's
a
been a long
goddamn
time.
classic.
I was
Jesus
thinking of
Christ.
the people in True Detective, the people that he goes to, that he had like been undercover with
Yeah.
all that time, and
Okay.
he goes in there. I feel like they were a biker gang. They may just been a white supremacist gang. I
You
don't
know,
remember.
okay. You know who may take the top spot is that motherfucker biker from Raising Arizona. That was
Oh
one scary
yeah, yeah.
motherfucker, that guy.
Leonard Smalls.
Man, he was a
Yeah.
scary cat.
He had
God,
like
what a good
his
part he played.
he would like shoot bunnies with a shotgun and
You
like
know, riding by all fast. He's a
yeah.
motherfucker.
He just like took a
Yeah.
shotgun off and like shot a bunny or a
Jesus.
lizard
Dude,
or
I love that movie. That
that's
movie's so
dude,
good.
I was telling my brother-in-law Luke, like that is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like
All
it's
time, dude.
fucking hilarious. It's
It's
hilarious
hilarious
and
and it's like pretty deep, especially the
it's
ending
very deep.
monologue. It gives me
Yeah.
chills, dude.
It's very deep, yeah. And you
Yeah.
also he like when he's fighting with Leonard Smalls and the tattoo, I'm like,
Yeah.
is that him? Is that him? Is that him from the future or some or is it the baby?
Yeah.
Like you're like,
Yep.
what is this? What's happening
What
here?
is that shit? Yeah.
So that movie is fucking amazing.
That's the
And yeah,
Coen
because
brothers, dude. They're a bunch of fucking
Coen
legends.
brothers are they're absolute
Those
geniuses.
cats.
All right, what else?
Yeah.
What other subject? Oh, I did have a subject. It's one of the things I'm really happy that I'm a man for is do you ever take a big shit and it's got smears on the sides of the toilet bowl? Leaves like tracks or whatever.
Do I? Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
okay.
time, every day.
But then you're like, it'll come off later, and
And you
like
can
you
piss it
and you
off.
can piss it
Yeah,
off.
I tell Jen about it. Jen's always like, man, you gotta fucking clean the toilets before my parents come
Like,
over.
no, we'll
And I'm
piss off
like,
the
yo,
shit.
just let me. I drink a lot of water. This will be off in no
Yeah,
time.
yeah, piss off the
Yeah,
shit.
it's my favorite shit, dude.
It's one of the fucking joys of being a man is to
Oh
piss
my
off the shit.
God.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's pissing off the shit.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I
I did it the
100%
other
agree,
day.
man.
Yeah, I did it
Yeah.
the other day. I was
And
like,
sometimes the shit is like deep in the bowl. So you really
yeah,
have to have a
you have to
strong
press
stream
it.
to knock that
Yeah, you
shit off. You got
have
to
to
aim
press
it
that
right, man.
shit.
Yeah.
Get those bubbles down there. Clean that
Fucking
out.
roll, dude. You have to build up that pressure. Sometimes you got to
Yeah.
hit the same spot for like 2, 3 seconds.
You know, can you stop midstream without it really hurting?
No, no.
No, that shit hurts.
It
You're like,
hurts.
ah,
It
but sometimes you
hurts.
just gotta stop at
You
midstream
ever
for whatever
you ever
reason.
like been on a long car trip or something? You pissed in a bottle and it was too small of a bottle and it
Yes,
started
yes, yes,
overflowing.
yes.
Man, that's a motherfucker. You're like, I
You
did
like
not
have
know
a
I had to go this much.
you're like,
This
okay,
was
I have an 8 ounce, what or whatever, a 16
like
ounce
a
bottle.
V8 bottle. What the fuck am I
Yeah,
thinking?
or like a
Pissing in a V8
Deer
bottle.
Park bottle, and you're peeing in it. You're
Yeah.
watching it fill up, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then it
Oh my
fucking
God,
blows out
man.
the end, and you've covered in piss.
Ah. And then yeah, you have like 15% of a piss left, and you're like, fuck, man. And
Oh
you know,
yeah,
that's just one of the many wonders of life, I guess. It
yeah. It's like,
sucks.
and like women don't understand. That's the joyful. It's yeah. I have great joy that I can pee in a bottle. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's nice
all
to pee in a
fucking
bottle, right?
awesome.
You
Yeah, I
aim
always
that
have that
shit.
option. You know.
I was telling Jen though, because we have a son now, and I said, because I'm pissing on the toilet seat all the fucking time, and
What? What are you doing?
well, no, I'm trying not to, but like I said it, I said, listen, when Matisse is older, it's gonna happen with him. When you first start pissing, you don't know where it's gonna fucking go. You don't know if it's gonna be a straight stream. You don't know if it's gonna be two streams
Don't
that
you
come out,
fucking
kind of like
put the
split up
seat
at
up?
first. Sometimes it goes up, down to the side.
I
It
know, but
takes a
don't
little
you
bit.
put the seat up?
No,
You
no, no,
fucking
I
raw
don't
dog
because no,
trying to
motherfucker,
aim
because
through
I
it.
usually got good aim and I want to keep that direct. But
Yeah.
here's the
Oh my
thing, my
god.
shit also, I drink a lot of water, so I got a powerful stream. And if I keep the fucking seat up, it's gonna splash out of the toilet.
All right. Well, that is true. That is true. And
So
yeah,
like my toilet's under the toilet seat. You lift that shit up, that's a rough show. Cause the shit splashed up on there. It's all fucking
you mean,
dried
oh
and that
yeah, you mean
stuff.
the rim of the toilet bowl.
Man,
Yeah, that's
man,
gross stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or like
fucking
under the
gross.
toilet seat that goes on the rim. That's
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
ooh,
bad. Yeah, bad.
baby,
Real bad.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. No, and have you ever gotten a hair across your dick hole and it fucking splits the
Yeah,
stream?
dog, and it splits the streams up,
And you're
man.
like,
You're like,
"Oh
shit.
no, I peed all over the
Uh-huh.
place."
Yeah.
I think I've told this story in the podcast, but I remember our grandmother, God bless her, our late grandmother, lived in Maryland, and she had this beautiful home. And she had on the first floor next to the kitchen was a small bathroom. It just had a toilet and a sink, and it was carpeted and
I
wallpapered.
fucking loved that
It
bathroom.
had a
I
soft
love carpet.
It had a
Oh,
soft toilet seat.
uh-huh.
Like you sat
Hey, they're
down on
my
it.
favorite. I love those. I
It's
love
like
those.
you sat down on that, and the lid was carpeted too. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
lid of the
son.
toilet was
That's some
carpeted.
good shit.
There was one time I really had to pee because it took us 8 hours to get there or whatever. Really had to
Yeah.
take a piss. So I'm like, okay, mom, dad, move out of the way. I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there. Hi, hi, hi. Saying hi to our grandparents. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. I go in there, and I was wearing sweatpants. And I
Hmm.
remember I started to pee. I pulled my sweatpants down, but then the sweatpants elastic was so powerful that it whipped up, struck my dick, and I was fucking peeing everywhere, dude. Everywhere. There's
Yeah. It's all over the carpet.
all over the carpet, all over the
Jesus.
wallpaper, just
Yeah,
everywhere.
been there, done that, man.
And then what did I do? I just walked out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you do?
And then
Well, first of all, if you've
mom
drinking
went
enough
in.
water like yours truly, it's not even piss anymore. You just
It's just
pissing out
water.
H2O, man. Yeah.
It's just spicy water at that point, you know? It's
Like
not
if I was
real
at a
water.
restaurant, I could piss in your fucking water cup and you wouldn't even notice the difference. It would just be a little warm. Put some ice cubes in that, it'll be right. It would be just right.
That is
Wouldn't
fucking
even be yellow.
nasty.
My shit is as clear as day.
Dude, something about putting ice cubes in the piss really fucking grosses me out, dude.
Yeah, son.
It makes me want to throw
Little
up. But the
little tea
story's not
bag.
over. Story's not over. Here I am. I pissed all over the place. I might have like taken a piece of toilet paper and like wiped up some of it, and I'm like, yeah, it'll
Yeah.
dry. It'll dry. Mom goes in there next. She comes out of there. She goes, "What did you do? What happened?
Yeah.
You need to go in there and clean it up." So there I am cleaning up my piss off the walls and stuff like that. Because our grandmother was quite the neat freak. So if she had
Sure.
seen fucking piss all over her carpeted wallpapered bathroom, just
Yo.
but we got to watch out. The moral of the story is watch out with those sweatpants. They will whip up, fucking strike you. You have to be careful.
Yeah, and gray sweatpants, light gray, man, they show
They
they
show the
show
PP
easily.
drips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you don't shake, and also I'm tall, so my junk is at the sink. So often I get water from washing my hands, and it's right at
Oh,
my
on the
penis
front.
area. So it looks like I pissed myself.
I thought you were gonna say you often pee in the sink. which I've thought
No,
about
no.
before
I've thought about it. I had a
because it's
friend who did that
easier.
at another friend's house, and he was pretty pissed at him. Yeah,
Pissed.
I don't know why he did it. No, no, no,
He
yeah.
was pissed. Yeah.
I
Ha.
also had a
Um,
friend. I was in the hot tub. We were at not our house, but we were at a friend's house, and the dude shit in it.
oh, come on.
A
The
fucking turd
fuck,
started
bro.
floating around. He tried to
Oh,
blame it on
come
me,
on.
and I
What
knew it was
the
that motherfucker.
fuck?
This dude used to
He was
fart a
making,
lot.
he's
I mean,
over there
more than
making
me.
faces.
We
He was
knew it
like,
was him. It was
he's
Dave's
like,
hot tub. It was Dave. Dave didn't do it. Dave was pissed. He's fucking mad. There's a
but you could
fucking.
tell he's,
Luckily, it wasn't like diarrhea. It's not like the thing turned brown, but the dude shit. We're like, what the fuck? The fuck?
you look over and he's like, you know,
Well,
like
no, I
forcing
didn't.
it.
And honestly, if I remember correctly, like I almost picked it up because I thought it was like a leaf, just a brown thing. So, and,
Ah,
and then I was like, yeah, you know,
oh man.
oh
My
yeah.
son
But
has been
anyway, do
shitting
you
in the
remember
tub
growing
lately.
up? Poor mom, growing up in a house full of boys.
Yeah.
Just every time she would sit on pee so often because it's all over the toilet seat, man. Holy
That's
shit.
because we
Dad's
were
pissing on the
wild
toilet
pissers.
seat.
We were
Me and you were
wild
pissing on the toilet
pissers.
seat.
That would
Jesus
be
Christ.
something. You sit down and you're like, oh, it's
Do you remember
cold.
we had our iguana Rex and he
Yeah,
took
sure.
a fucking shit in the toilet that one time? He was
Dude,
out
I
of his
forgot all
cage,
about that.
man, and like
Walking around
we
the
like
house.
we didn't know where he was, and mom was like, "Holy man, look, what's going on?" And like he was above the toilet seat
He was
taking a
sitting on
shit.
the toilet seat, yeah,
Yeah,
taking a
he's
shit.
a smart dude.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Rex.
He hit mom in the eye with his tail that time.
That's his tail.
He jumped
It's
off my
funny. He used
shoulder.
to. She used to bring him to school, my school and shit.
Really?
Yeah, he was well behaved,
He
but
is
he
pretty
always
well behaved.
fucked up mom, man.
Yeah, he hated women, but I bet. Yeah, he was very like
He was a
he,
vegetarian. No, he was vegan.
he was
He ate
vegan. He
just
was
fruit,
like
man.
I don't know how to describe him. He was like an old colonel. Like, he just would sit there
Yeah.
like with his chest puffed out and
Yeah,
kind of
dude.
like very slowly look around, you know, just chilling, but you
Just
feel like he
chilling.
had stories to tell, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, look at this old soldier here,
We
Here he
had
is.
cats that sat on top of his cage.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's nice and warm. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had that period where we just had a bunch of fucking reptiles in the house.
Yeah, we had Raptor and Dilo, dude. Rest in peace, man. The
Little
anoles.
adults. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to buy crickets.
And then the crickets, the mealworms would get too big or whatever. And then they couldn't eat them anymore because the crickets were like bigger than they were. You remember that?
Those crickets were big, man.
Yeah, well,
These were
you had to
big
buy the baby
motherfuckers.
crickets. And
No.
then they would get too big. They would like they'd miss one or whatever, hide under a
Yeah.
rock, and then it would come out and it's like as big as they are, so they couldn't eat anymore. You have to go chase
Jesus.
for
I
the
was so
cricket
young
anymore.
back then. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I remember having to get crickets and shit. We brought them with us on vacation.
Yeah. Well,
um,
it's easy to travel with them, man.
yeah, they were just chilling. Yeah, they just
Just chilled.
as long as they're warm, like they don't care. And even if
Yeah.
they're cold, they just shut down.
Yeah, all our lizards lived for a while,
They
man.
did
Like
live for a long time.
longer life expectancy than usual.
Probably longer than mom and dad wanted. like, like, well, these things fucking die. And then I remember the iguana Rex. Remember when he died?
Yeah, on vacation in
We were on
Florida.
vacation in Florida. And
Yeah.
we got the call from the babysitter, the pet
Yeah.
babysitter, and she's like, "The iguana's dead." And my parents were like, just put him in the freezer."
Yeah, he was in the freezer. I mean, honestly, but that's what they do with human bodies.
It is, but they also don't store their food in the in the freezer where they keep a human body.
He
You know,
wasn't dirty. He was a good dude,
he's
man.
a fucking lizard.
He's just eating fruit. We know where he's been.
Can't they lose
Rex
their
was
tail?
not a dirty motherfucker. That was a good iguana, dude. He was awesome. He ain't dirty.
Did we have to give him baths?
I feel like we did sometimes,
I feel like we
actually.
did,
We did
yeah.
something. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like aquatic lizards too. They want to live near the water. Like
Yeah.
that's their steez. So I think I remember him swimming in the bathtub. Like I remember
Yeah,
this.
that's what I remember too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to walk around with a tail that long, man.
Yeah, but you can fuck people up with it
You
and
fuck
it can
people up
fall
with it.
off.
He didn't have teeth and he bit my finger one time though.
Oh, dude, he
And
hurt.
it fucked my shit up. I was
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hurt. He had
I
some
probably
jaws.
got too close, I was probably just being stupid, but
We're like fucking with
yeah.
him. Like he would He was, yeah, like I said, he was like an old soldier. He just was like,
Yeah. He's a
you know,
badass, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
That it was fun keeping reptiles. I don't think I'd do it again because that shit was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't
And they
want to do it again. I also
smell.
feel bad. They're in those little cages
Yeah,
and
and they smell. You walk into somebody's house who has reptiles, you could smell it, you know? It's just like in the
fuck it.
floorboards, you know?
Yeah,
Have you ever
fuck it.
come back from a long vacation, you get into your house and you're like, "Oh, that's what I smell like."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't
Oh
that
yeah.
weird? That's fucking
Yeah.
weird, dude.
I guess everybody got a smell though, right? If you go into a
Everybody's
house
got a
without a
smell.
smell, you're like, some shit's going on.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cleaned up a dead body.
they're
That's
like
what you're
fucking
doing.
vampires or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like some Fright Night shit right there.
Fucking Blade, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes in the house and starts sniffing. These
Yeah.
people don't have a smell. They must be fucking vampires, bro.
Yeah, he must be fucking vampire. I'm gonna kill him now before it
Kid
gets too
starts just
wild.
starts shooting. Um, do we want to talk about this fucking movie?
Yeah, this movie you've been fucking talking about for years, bro.
Yeah, I have been because it's that bad. And it was like made by
Yeah.
Hallmark, and it almost has nothing to do with Hallmark.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on,
a rough,
I'm
it's a
gonna bring
rough
up the
watch,
stuff
man.
about it. It was a lot worse than I remembered. Um, and that movie is Cancel Christmas, and
Yeah,
it's
the
an
movie should be
old.
canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Um, my whole thing about this is, I believe, is from 2010. Stars Judd Nelson and Justin Landry as his elf sidekick. And of
The
course,
best character in the movie.
the elf. Are
Yes.
you fucking
That
kidding me?
motherfucker was on so many drugs.
Whoever edits this needs to put in his fucking cackling laugh
Oh
over
my
and over
God,
again. Yeah, it's
dude.
horrific.
Jesus.
And then
Every scene.
our leading lady, Natalie Brown,
Our girl Candle
looking
Cove was
very
in this.
lovely in this movie.
She is a spoke show, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah, 100%.
she's a killer.
Uh, and she okay. So what is the plot here? It's about a little
Well,
boys'
first of all, the
school.
plot, it's about Santa, and the guy who plays Santa doesn't even fucking one bit look like Santa.
Dude, whenever he says ho ho ho, I wanted to die.
Oh my God.
I wanted to fucking die whenever
The
he would be like
fucking
ho ho
pedophile
ho.
Santa. At the beginning of the
Uh,
movie, he's dressed up, and dude, we went to go see Santa a couple times this year. And
yeah.
dude, every time, actually, we saw one guy. I'm actually fucking convinced he was a real Santa. That
Yeah.
motherfucker was crazy. But I saw some other ones that, were other Santas. None of them looked as bad as this fucking guy did.
No, no, he looked
I
terrible.
mean, the amount of not effort that they put in,
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
so bad.
So at
Just awful.
the beginning of the movie, this like horrible, stupid looking Santa comes, and the representative of the board of something says like, "We're going to cancel Christmas unless you get your shit together and teach some kids the meaning of Christmas." It's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't understand what I have to do." And you're having all your powers taken away, and you have to convince three children of the
Three
magical
children
truth
at the same fucking rich
at a
school.
little boys' school.
A little boy rich
Let's put
school.
let's say what it is, a little boys' school. So,
No, there were girls there. It was a
oh,
Catholic
you're
school.
right. You're right. There was a Catholic, and it was a Catholic school. But it all focuses on the little boys, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it does.
And so him and this fucking elf named Randall follows him around, um, who is 100% a fucking pedophile. Um,
Who?
100%. Randall, the
Randall?
elf.
Randall, maybe. Fucking Santa Claus, 100%.
No, Randall 100%. And I'll tell you why, and we'll get
No,
to that.
Randall gets fucked. Santa Claus is dude. The creepy faces he was making. Those creepy faces his
Oh,
ass was making.
the faces
Holy
were too much.
Jesus. He was
Yeah.
making O faces the whole movie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at little boys.
It was it was it's
What are you
painful.
doing?
It was horrific. So they sneak into a boys school, a Catholic school, and
Become the janitor.
they become the janitor and his butt boy slave, right?
His
Like
butt boy who doesn't get paid.
he doesn't get paid to do anything. His gimp or whatever.
And they
They like
meet the teacher, the hot teacher,
right.
who the janitor was living above her garage, and
Yes.
within 10 seconds of meeting this woman, the Santa Claus guy is like, "Hey, I'll move in."
I'll move in where he moved in. I'm a move in, especially on your little boy, you know.
On
It's
your
like
little boy who's
and
handicapped.
so one of the three kids is the hot teacher's son,
Yeah.
who is a handicapped kid who has a heart of gold. He's a good kid, whatever. The other two kids are juvenile delinquent psychos who the one is the son of a major donor to the school.
Uh-huh.
So he never gets in trouble for anything and he acts like an
Yeah.
asshole and is a piece of shit. And they need to convince the two bad kids and the one good kid of the magic of Christmas. Now, the reason the one
Yeah.
good kid it's hard to convince him is because he's fucking disabled in a car
Yeah.
wreck that killed his
Car
dad.
wreck. They killed his dad.
They killed
Yeah.
his fucking dad. And then and I remember he ends up talking to the bad rich kid, and the bad
Hmm.
rich kid goes, "Well, my mom died too." So we have something in
Yeah.
common. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, none of them
Jesus
really
Christ.
did a good job of like trying to get on his level. Like it's like, dude,
No,
this guy's
no.
got a bad situation, man. Y'all are nuts. He had no wheelchair ramp. His mom was carrying
Okay,
him up the steps. He's
the
sleeping down in the
main
kitchen.
project. So Santa's lost his power, so he except he hasn't because they keep doing that fast forward flying like running around really fast to clean up
Yeah, they're
things
like,
is
"Hey, let's decorate." And he would snap his finger and
going
all of a
fast forward.
sudden it would be done. And I'm like, yeah, they would show it fast forwarded, right? And I'm like, if you had
Yeah.
that type of power, this movie could have been 3 minutes.
Right. Right.
We didn't have to
So
watch this.
so at 22 minutes they explain the plot, so you can pull the clip there. But they say we have to plant the idea of Christmas in these kids' heads. I'm like, what? That's called grooming. That's what they call fucking grooming little boys.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta plant the
Investing
idea,
in the
like,
future. Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? So their big project is to like reform the two bad kids and get them in touch with the good kid. And the main project that makes them believe in Christmas is a fucking wheelchair ramp that they build at the kid's house. Oh no, and
The
the
wheelchair ramp,
wheelchair.
and then the dog comes into play. The dog's name is Kip. It's the rich kid's dog, and that dog really loves the kid in the wheelchair, and vice
Yeah.
versa. And
Doesn't he give him the dog?
man, I don't. That fucking part pissed me off so much. You don't. Nobody just gives away a dog, especially this rich kid. His mom died, and she has like this video talking to him,
Oh
like
yeah,
before
she has a no,
after
not
her
a video.
diagnosis, and the
It's
dog's
not a
literally
video,
on
Matt.
the floor. Do you think
It's
your
a
dead
DVD.
mom wants you giving away the fucking dog? You piece of
He's
shit.
like
And his
mom's
dad's
DVD.
right there, like completely fine with it. I'd be
His
like, "You're not
dad
giving away our dog, you fucking douchebag."
his dad never saw the video. So the kid's keeping the DVD secret. She made a DVD video.
Yeah, she made a DVD video.
And
She's in a fucking wheelchair with her dog, and the kid gives the dog away. And it's like, no one's thinking of the dog. Dogs just don't want to go to a new owner,
no, no, no.
especially a fucking kid in
Like
a
I'm
wheelchair who can't even take care of it. And here's the thing. There are some scenes where they're like building the fucking ramp, right?
yeah.
Like they go into building the ramp. And at one point, this rich kid ties the dog to the front of this kid's wheelchair and it's
Oh
pulling him up
yeah.
this windy ramp. And there's literally a scene where one of his wheels goes off of the ramp. He was this fucking close to falling,
To like breaking his
breaking
neck
his
all over
shit.
again.
There's another scene in the movie where it's after the Candle Cove meets Santa, and she's going
Yeah.
back into the school, and she pushes the door and it doesn't open because she didn't realize she needs to turn the knob and push the door.
What?
Yeah, after she meets him, she's like going back in. You can see
Oh
her in the
yeah, yeah.
background because the scene's still going on.
She fucks up.
She pushes the door. She didn't
Oh
twist the handle
no.
and push the door first. So like she pushes it and she kind of gets halted.
Oh
And I'm like,
no.
you fucking idiots didn't edit this shit. You should have
No.
shot that scene again or took it out.
That's like the that's like the Far Side comic,
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
making my girl Candle Cove look
Yeah,
crazy.
she's like, fuck this movie. All
Fuck
right.
this movie.
So here's the scene that convinced me that this was some pedophile shit. Okay,
Okay, let's hear it.
the two miscreant like bad kids go down to fuck with the circuit box,
Yo, what the fuck? They're trying to like cut the electricity or
cut the
something?
electricity to a classroom or something, and the one kid grabs the circuit whatever the breaker box, and
Circuit
his
breaker.
hand sticks to it. His hand fucking sticks to it. And
Oh,
it's like there's some glue on here or something. I was like,
yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
And then the Santa and the elf come down. And they're like, what are you guys doing? And now they're in a dark fucking basement.
A dark basement,
The
dude. And they're
one kid's
cornered. These kids are cornered.
the one kid's hand is stuck with something sticky. And the elf says, well, I have the stuff that'll get it unstuck. And he holds up a
Yeah.
tube. And I'm like, that's a bottle of lube. Like that's
It
clearly
fucking looked like it too, and it
that's
probably
clearly
was.
a fucking bottle of lube. And he's like, I have the answer for getting your
I
hand
told you, he's the
unstuck.
one who gets fucked. That's why he's carrying it. The other guy's the one that's doing the business. Fucking Elf
Yeah.
has to lube himself up before Santa goes to town,
Oh,
dude.
God, no. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town, dude. That's why they call the elf the town.
so I saw that scene. I was like, what
Uh,
the fuck?
yeah, that was
What the
creepy,
fuck?
man.
And okay, so Natalie Brown, the What Up Brother podcast sweetheart girl, right?
Candle
There's a
Cove
scene.
herself, yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene at a couple minutes later, and 3750, and that circuit breaker scene's at 35. 3750. She's like working late in the office, and I guess the kids were in detention because it's all like the light is down, right? And like she has
Man,
like a desk lamp on, and that's it.
yeah.
And she's sitting there wearing this like skirt with a slit that goes way up her
She
leg.
invites the student in to bang?
She goes, hey, I will come in here. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Man.
And I was like, why is she flirting with an 11-year-old? Like, what the
Yo, yeah,
fuck is
this was the
this?
rich kid's sidekick who was also
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mean kid.
And she says to him, I wrote it down because it was so disturbing.
Yeah.
When you're in class studying, I'm studying you. I was
Oh
like,
man, yeah, that was weird.
what the fuck?
That was
What is
weird.
this shit? What
All
the
right,
fuck is
but there
this?
are worse teachers you get banged by. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So, and speaking of that kid, first of all, Jen found something. He's got like a YouTube page.
really?
He's got over like 2 million followers,
No
and
shit.
he's this rapper. Now I never heard of him because he's
Really?
like pretty white boy rap kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like like white boy rapper, they have like the beats. We don't really listen to that shit. But sometimes they'll like have like a song where they just drop like a cipher or a freestyle, over a
Yeah.
beat. So she was playing some video. That motherfucker can spit his ass off.
No
Like
shit.
yeah, he's an animal when he wants to be. So
Does
like
he
it
does he
was
have a
cool to
video where
see
he talks
that. So
about
he had to have grown far apart from this fucking role
Yeah,
because
right. Yeah. Well,
yikes.
I'm glad
But
he got
that
out
day
of it,
he became a man when
but he
he
has
put it
this
to Candle Cove.
but he was like, yeah, he now has this fetish for teachers. Like he
Oh my
like I
god.
don't
Yo,
know where
she
this
was
fetish comes
very
from.
promiscuous, man. I was like, yo,
That
calm
was
down,
weird.
girl.
But what was
We're
the
very
most
weird. Yo,
disappointing
she's a
miss
fucking whore, man, because she starts flirting
bro,
with the rich
relax.
kid's dad.
Bro, relax, bro.
Yo,
All right,
she's a
all right, all right.
widow and she's just trying to bang everybody.
Yeah, yeah. She needs that candy cane, you know what I
She
mean?
needs
You know?
that can of lube that Randall's carrying.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the rich kid's dad who's lost his wife and her who lost her husband start flirting. Now, like you said, she's a
no, she
bombshell,
wanted to
right?
schedule a parent teacher conference with him, and
Oh, that's right.
he at
Oh,
first
and he
didn't give
said
a
no.
fuck, but
No
then
fucking
something
cares.
happened, and they
Oh,
end
I
up
know what
meeting,
happened.
and there's this sexual energy, and
Except, bro,
they're
bro,
both crying
like
about
she's
their lost
dude, bro, she's a 10.
spouses.
She's a 10. He's like a he is like a fucking weird looking dude. He's like,
Will, how do you not understand how life works? A 10 woman, marry a rich motherfucker. It don't
well,
matter.
that's true.
Rich
She was
is
trying
10.
to,
You a CEO like that fucking
yeah, that's
guy? He's a
true. That's
10.
true. She
You a
was batting
10.
above
You
her,
a 10 in your bank account, son.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Shit, that's what she was really interested in. Let's
Yo,
be
dad,
honest.
she ain't
Yeah,
give women don't
yeah,
give a
you're
fuck
right.
what you look like, man. They want to see what that bank account looked like. That guy got M's, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he had it going.
Dollar sign, dollar sign. You know what?
He's a terrible father,
But
but man, he
do you
rich as shit.
remember why he decided to like start paying attention to his son and going to a parent teacher conference and meeting his
No,
hottie?
did somebody call him?
He goes to the airport and he's sitting in the lounge at the
Oh,
airport.
and Randall
Randall appears to him dressed as a grandma.
dressed as a woman. Oh my god, a grandma. Fucking Randall. He's the best character in this movie by far. His stupid
I
laugh.
just remember at one point he says to Santa, he goes, "I'm not going drag for you anymore," or something like
Ah,
that. This is the last time I'd go into drag
I
for you.
told you, he's the one that gets
Oh my
banged,
god,
man.
the
It's
shit.
Randall
Yeah,
himself.
shit. When
Yeah.
Santa's in the mood for some granny, he's
Oh
like,
my
he's
god.
put on the white wig.
Dude, this movie had so many fucked up parts I forgot
Oh, it was
about.
fucking brutal. And so the grandma is sitting in the lounge and she goes, "Oh, what's your name, Sonny?" Randall, dressed as a grandma. "What's your name, son? I have a grandson and his father doesn't pay attention to him." And she starts to like do this litany of things as like clearly
Well, first of all, this guy is too fucking stupid. Randall's literally fucking saying exactly what he's doing.
his
And this guy is
life.
too stupid to fucking realize that
Well,
it's him that's being talked about.
but finally the Randall says, and like something about you, and like Rachel would want you to pay attention to your son. He
Oh
goes,
my God.
"What?" Which is the name of his dead wife or whatever. And then he turns
Yeah.
around and Randall disappears. And that the cross-dressing elf is what gave him a change of heart to pay attention to his son again and get involved in his life. What a fucking
You
disaster.
fucking ho ho ho, dude.
And so the climax of the movie, the Santa's climax, is they're trying to raise money for the new wheelchair
Yeah, the rapper kid goes off on his own and is trying to raise money for this
money.
dope ass wheelchair
Yeah,
that
which
can
could climb.
climb stairs on its own, man. Holy
Do
shit.
you remember the like random lady is on it and she has like
Yo,
long
it was like they were doing an ad for that fucking wheelchair. Some lady rides up who's not handicapped and she's like, "Yo, check this shit out." And she's like fucking
you're
riding up the stairs and
you're
riding
not
back down.
exaggerating. You're not exaggerating. She like runs in and she's wearing like a bright t-shirt and
She
cut off
like fucking
jeans.
pushes the pedal to the metal. She's like, "Yo, check this shit."
You're
Yeah,
right. This
son.
movie was sponsored by that fucking company.
Mm.
It was sponsored by the
I've
wheelchair
never seen a
company.
wheelchair like that, but that shit was pimp
No,
daddy, dude.
it had like articulated wheels that can climb upstairs. I'm not. Yeah, I
Holy
was like,
shit.
what the
And
fuck
I'm
is
like,
this?
how are you gonna fit that fucking like monster through the front door, dude? That
Yeah, he
thing was
can't even.
huge.
She can't get him up the stairs or whatever, and he has
Yeah,
to
how are you
sleep
gonna
on.
fit up those skinny ass steps with that fucking thing? Like,
Well,
good idea,
if she
but
hooks up with the rich guy, then she's gonna get his fucking private mansion, private
oh, that's a
villa
good
or
point.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's what she's in
yeah.
it for. She's in it to win it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, man, she about to win it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like unfucking believable movie. I
Well, no,
stopped
no.
paying.
Well, let's talk. We barely talked about Santa. So Santa's played by Judd Nelson, fucking Breakfast Club himself. And dude, first of all, he doesn't look like Santa. Not once in the movie does he act like Santa. He starts looking like a normal person. He's just a creepy janitor. I remember he goes up to the two bullies and he knows everything about them already.
Yes, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're like,
like
that's
stalked
not
them or
creepy at
whatever.
all. And remember the
Yeah,
one kid finds him out, and then they like
right.
switch the website on him at the last minute. I don't even want to
Yes.
fucking go into it. Judd Nelson did such a bad job. He was so clocked out. And he doesn't look like Santa. And at the end, he's doing this ho 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 when he's supposed to be Santa again. He's like, ho
Oh, oh,
Like, yeah,
oh.
it's fucking weird, man. I'm like, what are you doing? He's making this O face the whole movie.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, yeah,
What a
yeah. He is
shitty
a
job. Just
uh
awful. He
he's
was
a he
probably the
was
worst character
painful.
in the movie.
I forgot that he was the bad kid in the
The
Breakfast
bad
Club
kid in Breakfast Club.
with
He's
the
part of
long
the Brat
hair.
Pack, dude, with your boy Andrew
Yeah, he's part of the
McCarthy.
Brat Pack. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's oh shit. That's the linkage. Andrew
Yeah, they all come
McCarthy.
back to it, dude.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. That's how they.
Yeah.
That's why Judd Nelson was in this. He probably did it as a favor to Andrew McCarthy. Andrew McCarthy's like, look, I just did this shitty dancing movie. I
No, no, no,
need
no.
you
You
to
want to know
do
why I just read? Because
what?
apparently Andrew McCarthy directed a movie about the Brat Pack this past year. Judd Nelson refused to be in it or refused to
Oh
be interviewed.
shit. Oh no.
Maybe Judd Nelson's mad at him for fucking making him do this movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
He's
I
like,
didn't want
yo,
to do
this
this
was a
fucking
bad
movie.
idea, dude.
Are you kidding me? Why'd you put me in this Santa movie? I'm gonna act like a
Why'd you
pedophile
put
in
me
this
in this
movie.
fucking Santa movie?
I'm gonna find my friend Randall, and we're gonna make this movie as creepy
Uh,
as possible.
Yo,
What a
but remember,
fuck.
at the end, like this random woman comes and it's this Asian woman who's like
Yeah,
hates
yeah.
Santa Claus, but then he buys her he shows her this pony that she never got when she was 5, and she had been holding resentment towards Santa Claus since. And like I'm thinking about how they filmed this scene and how stupid she must have felt acting it out. She's like, "Oh my god, this pony! Oh my Jesus!"
Yeah,
And he like,
yeah,
dude, what? Just stop. End the fucking scene. End the movie, dude. This
yeah.
is too
Right. Yeah.
weird. This is way
Uh,
like, and you're seeing all the characters staring at her like it was almost like they broke
yeah,
character. Like this is the most fucked up thing I've ever
yeah.
seen.
She was like overacting it. She was
Oh,
just
dude, it
like
was too much. She's
hammering
like
that shit.
whacking off the fucking pony. I'm like, yo, calm down. Wait for
For
Randall
some
to get over
reason,
there.
this is funny, but it's also not funny. This movie was legit like creepy and fucking weird. This was
Yeah.
creepy and weird. It wasn't funny the way like what was the last one we watched? Oh, Jack and
Fucking
Jill. Although
dance with
that
me.
was also fucking terrible. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you
Dance with
meant
Me
the
was
last one
funny
where.
because it was awkward, and Andrew McCarthy looks
Well,
like
I
a
think when you
fucking
have kids too involved
yeah,
in a
yeah,
Hallmark movie. Like the
yeah.
National Tree, there were some
National
weird
Tree.
parts of that, but that was just like dumb teenagers. This was
Save
like
the tree.
there was like too
The
much
National
interaction
Tree.
with the parent, like the older people. Like that part with the basement. It was
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, no, that
And
was
the
fucking
sticky
weird.
stuff and like you guys, we won't let you go until you agree to do stuff
I'm gonna
for
keep your
us.
hands stuck until until you let me go. And then I'll
at
let
one
you out.
point, at one point in the movie, because I watched this with Jen, who also thought it was terrible. I was like, I was thinking of the rich kid, and I'm like, whoever's name is fucking Kip is some fucking racist. I mean, is some fucking rapist. That kid has to
Oh.
be. That's the name of a future rapist on a lacrosse team. And Jen goes, Matt, Kip is the dog's name. And I was like, ah! I thought it was the kid's name.
I'm texting her
Oh
right
my
now and
god.
saying, I'm sorry you had to watch
Oh
Cancel Christmas
Jesus.
because
I
that was
thought
bad.
Kip, because that kid looked like a Kip. Tell me he didn't look like a Kip. Stupid dumb shit giving his dog away. Your fucking
Yeah,
mom's
yeah.
dog.
What a douche. She fucking giving away his dog.
And then the
Fucking
kid at the
asshole.
end's like, Kip, I love you. I would have flipped that fucking kid out of his wheelchair. Give me my fucking dog back. Flip that cat over.
And it
Yo.
was free. The whole movie was free on Tubi, which tells you something about this movie. It's a big
Oh
pile of dog
man.
shit. Big pile
Yeah.
of dog shit. What was the kid's name? Hold on.
Oh, in that fucking movie. I'll tell you. So
Farley or
yeah,
Steve?
Farley Morgan.
Farley Morgan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Steve was the other guy. Yeah, that's it. Farley Morgan. Farley is a rich kid's name. That is definitely a fucking rich
Farley's a
kid's
rich
name.
kid, but you think of like Chris Farley. The other kid's name is Steve. There's who's the kid in the wheelchair? What's his name? So her name was Claymore. Adam. Adam
Adam.
Claymore. She was Jeannie. Charles Morgan.
Charles
Yeah.
Morgan's the dad. Yeah. What a disaster of a fucking movie.
Yeah, what a bad movie. There I mean, there was some There were some reviews on IMDb, man, and like a lot of people said how fucking creepy it was.
Okay, yeah. So if you go on Amazon, all the reviews are,
Is it Amazon?
I
Yeah,
love
maybe
this.
that's
But
where it
yeah,
is.
the first review on IMDb, thank God, is painfully creepy. This movie was painfully creepy to watch. The plot was typical of a Christmas movie, but it was poorly written and executed. Santa and his elf come off as very creepy, like the kind of creepy you wouldn't let your children within 1,000 feet of them. This is one of the worst portrayals of Santa and an elf I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, here's one. It says 2 out of 10 in an unintentionally creepy Christmas. And then they wrote this whole fucking monologue. And at the end, they're like, didn't care for any of the characters. For example, instead of a jovial and benevolent Santa that has been forever engraved in my head, this one has too much of a creepy sleazebag vibe. It's so true. Another one's, yeah, painfully creepy. Is that the one you were looking at? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Oh, I like this one. Cover your ears. Judd Nelson looked like he drank his way through production.
Dude, he had to have been wasted. There ain't no fucking way he did this sober.
That's
You know
that's
Randall was on crack.
you
That
know
fucking guy.
you know some people like are angry drunks and like some people are happy drunks. Judd Nelson is a creepy drunk. When he gets drunk, he just like is fucking leering at people
Oh
and
my God,
like he just
yeah,
is staring
dude.
at you. You're like, stop fucking
Doing
staring
his
at me,
O
Judd.
face. Like the kids are turning around to do a scene and he's making weird faces. You're like, yo, Judd, calm
Judd,
the fuck down.
put the fucking bottle down, bro.
Yeah.
That's enough. I've had enough of you
Have
fucking
you had
being
a sip
creepy.
of water at all today?
Get some
How
coffee
many
and
pints
fucking
is that for you, man?
get a
That's a
cup of
hundred
coffee.
proof.
Get a cup of
Yeah,
coffee
shit.
and take a cold shower, you fucking animal. Oh
Yo, and
shit.
Randall, lay off the pipe, man.
Yeah,
You're
Randall.
too fucking hype. You're too hype.
Oh,
And then you got those kids, who are probably forever like just scarred from this goddamn movie,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
And our girl Candle Cove is she's like that probably fucking destroyed her career.
Well, luckily she was able to years later get casted in like one of the best seasons of a TV show ever.
Yeah, well, so this was
10.
2010, right? And when was
Yeah,
Candle
2010,
Cove?
20. Candle Cove was definitely after that, man.
It was okay.
Let's see. It was 2016. That's a good amount of time in between, man. I mean,
No, wait, was it 2016?
yeah. Yeah, it was first aired
Okay.
October. Yeah, she aged pretty well, man. I mean, she's a good
Oh, dude, she
Hallmark looking chick, right? But
yeah,
she
yeah.
can actually act her ass off, which kind of sucked because she was not given, and that probably goes for everybody in this movie, but like you could just tell like the acting's completely different because they don't have a
Yeah.
fucking script to go off. Obviously the acting from actually probably the kids might be the best in the movie, but Judd Nelson and Randall act creepy. So if
Yeah.
maybe that's if how they were supposed to act, and like kudos, good job.
Yeah,
But
they
like
did
I
it.
think they fucked it up. That was that was weird.
You think they did it on purpose? They're just
I
like
don't know. Like I remember you gave me the DVD or whatever, which I didn't even watch it on that fucking DVD. Whatever. And first of all, he's on the cover and you can't even tell it's Judd Nelson. It looks
no.
like if Ralphie from A Christmas Story grew up to be a pedophile. That's what it looks like.
It
I
does look
was
like
like, he
that.
kind of
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
fucking pedophilic Ralphie,
He kind
man.
of looks like Peter Billingsworth. Yeah, I took a turn down the fucking pedophile lane.
Yo,
Yeah.
Peter Billingsworth. Yeah, they came out with like a Christmas story, like a thing last year, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
like a sequel. I didn't see it, but in Elf, there's that head elf that Buddy is working
Yeah,
for,
yeah, yeah,
and
that's
he said
him.
that's fucking Peter Billingsworth, man.
Bill Billingsley.
Billingsley. Peter Billing,
Peter
that's him though. That's
Peter
him. That's him.
Billingsworth. Peter Billingsworth.
I got Farley. Thinking of Farley and Kip.
Farley, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that's him. Yeah, and the if you look for the cover of that movie he just did the other year, he looks the
Yeah.
exact
He
fucking
looks
same as he
exactly
did
the
in
same, man. He really
1983 or
does.
whatever. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, it's
terrifying.
wild. The Sixers
Because
head coach, Nick Nurse, he fucking looks like him. He looks
Really?
like grown Ralphie. I think he almost looks like more like Ralphie than Ralphie.
I don't know if I'd I don't know if I'd listen to a coach if they looked like Ralphie. You know, I would be like,
He's won a
"Oh."
championship, not with the Sixers, but he's won a championship.
I guess you'd be afraid he'd like flip out Scott Farkas style. You'd be like, look out for this guy. He's calm
Yo,
as
that is
calm
one of the
until he,
most fucking badass payback scenes I've ever
yeah.
seen. You know,
So
like I've never seen a scene in a movie where someone got so mad they essentially blacked out and fucked somebody up.
yeah, he did
And
black
like
out.
he did
Yeah.
that. Like he blacked out.
Yeah, he
Like
was
Ralphie
pushed.
was blacked out. It was like just fucking mashing
Something
that kid. He
something
was
turned on
busting
in
his
his.
bum
You know
ass.
how like things turn on in your brain when you're a kid? Like you can see it with a baby, like certain like things. All of
Yeah.
a sudden they have a new facial expression. Something turned on in Ralphie's brain that day that I hope he was able to turn off because otherwise he would have. Well, he's running around with a gun now, so it's like,
Yo, man.
look
Yeah.
out, look out! This dude's
Well,
could be a
like
killer.
they also, I think they took some liberties, but like he was mashing that kid, dude. If
Yeah,
he was,
yeah.
if they really showed it, that kid's head would have been part of the fucking pavement. It would have just been blood, and his mom would have rolled up like Ralphie, Ralphie, and that kid would be flat.
The rest of the movie would have been a trial of
Yeah,
Ralphie.
yeah. They're like, what's
Is
that
this
red
kid?
stuff draining into the sewer? Oh, that's Scott
What?
Farkas.
What's this dead fox over here? Oh my God, that's him in a fox hat. Oh
Yo,
Jesus.
yo, he fucking was flattening that dude, man. Looked like a fucking flapjack. If they really had it, he
Yeah,
would
because
have
I
been
just
done
watched it.
for.
My daughter loves that movie. We've watched it
Yo,
like seven
honestly,
times.
outside of Christmas, that might be one of the best movies ever made.
That's
Like
what I was. Yeah.
it's so real and so
Hmm.
like old school real. It's like the
Yeah.
perfect middle class kind of just regular shit.
Yeah.
It's one of the best like portrayals of that I've ever seen. I was talking to dad
I
about that a few years ago.
and like what? Yeah, because I was thinking about. She likes it because it's about a movie about a kid growing up, right? And like the best
Yeah.
Christmas he ever had, and it's
Hmm.
a lot of the movie doesn't have to do with it's vignettes, right? It doesn't really have to do with Christmas. It's about growing up. It's about him like dealing with bullies. It's about him dealing with his teacher and shit like that, and like dealing with
Yep.
disappointment with the fucking Ovaltine, you know. But like I was like, what other movies are like this? I can't think of any that are
Dude,
like
he
this.
fucks a kid up for the first time. He drops a swear word in front of his parents. First time
Yeah,
he gets the soap in his
exactly.
mouth. You know, the
Yeah,
kid's hiding under the sink. Dad's gonna kill Ralphie. Dude, it's so good.
it's
It's
like an
so
epic
good.
December, and I'm like, what other movies are like this? I
The
can't think of
movie's
any.
perfect.
It's
Fucking
perfect. It's
perfect.
100%
Yeah.
perfect. There's never been a
Yeah.
better fucking
It goes
movie.
beyond Christmas, man. That's one of the best
Yeah,
movies ever made.
but
Honestly,
it's
it's like so real. It's almost like you forget it's a
and
movie.
here my daughter's 3 years old, and she
Hell
is
yeah.
like once she got into it, it took her a couple minutes. She was fucking riveted, and now we've watched
Yo,
it. No joke, 7 times. Like
and
just
I'm gonna miss not having cable this year because I'm gonna put it on anyway. But they play it on like TBS and TNT
yeah, yeah,
nonstop, 24 hours. And it's become a tradition for that to
yeah,
play on TV for 24 hours. There's no other
yeah.
movie where they got like that.
No,
There's not. And
no.
if somebody did play a movie like that, you'd be like, all right, I'm getting sick of it. I could literally watch that motherfucker all day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I,
It
I
is perfect. It's
I
so
still
good.
laugh at shit. I notice new things every time I watch it.
Yo, his dad in
Um,
that movie, he's so real.
his dad
He's
is
so real,
amazing.
bro.
His dad is
You
amazing. I was
know?
talking with Luke about that and how didn't notice until I was older the age difference between Darren McGavin
Yeah.
and the mom, and I was like, he's much older than her,
Yeah.
like significantly, and she's probably like 40, and he's definitely in his like 60s, you know?
Dude, she gets hotter as you get older too. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
she's fucking hot. I
I
noticed
don't know
that
what
really
else.
last year. I was like, damn.
Yeah, she's a good looking woman, you know?
Yeah.
And like it's just funny. And I was like, I never noticed this as a kid. You don't know. It's a dad and a mom. Like,
I still
I
would
don't
have
fucking
hold her
know.
fucking head down into the snow if she broke my fucking lamp like that, though. Take the back of her fucking head and just mash it in there a bit. I know you broke that shit. That's a fucking trophy, man.
Yeah, that's a
I won
major
that at
award.
bowling.
But I
The
did look
fuck
it
you
up.
breaking that?
and the two actors were 17 years apart.
Wow.
So if it's like true to the story, like I don't know, it's something profound. I was like, I never noticed this as a kid, so I'm like noticing things as an adult. Then I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, but it doesn't
this is
seem
different.
weird. It's not a creepy vibe,
It's not
man. He's
creepy,
just
no.
it makes sense. He's such a badass. He's
Yeah,
just a fucking
yeah.
badass. He's a good dude. And
No,
like
what do you
the
think?
part where Ralphie, like, he's like, "Hey, did you get everything you want?" He's like, "Yeah, almost." And his dad knows, and he's fucking with him. And he's
Yeah,
like, because mom and dad stole this when they
yes,
gave
they
us a
did,
PS2,
and they
I
did
think it
this
was.
badly.
And it was what?
They did it badly.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
talk
no, they
about it.
did. They did. No, but we'll talk about that. But his dad's like, "Hey, what's that behind the tree?" And then you can see the mom and the dad. He's like, "Yeah, he's fine. I had one of those when I was younger." And the mom's
Yeah,
like afraid because it's a gun.
yeah.
And it was just it was a great scene. Like
And like he
fucking too
wants him to
real.
shoot the dogs from next door. Like
Yeah,
that's a
I
real
forgot
reason
the
he gave him
people's
the gun.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bumpuses.
The
Yeah, he wants him to shoot the
Bumpuses.
Bumpuses down dogs.
Yeah.
Um, before we no, now we got to tell the story about Christmas, about that the time mom and dad tried to do it. You got to tell it from
No.
your perspective because like
No, okay, okay. So was that PlayStation or PlayStation 2? I think it was PlayStation 2.
two.
And what
A
happened was I think they gifted us a game first.
game first. They got you a
Yeah,
PS2
so
game.
it was Tekken Tag. It was Tekken Tag.
Tag and tag. Okay.
And they gifted us Tekken Tag, and I got fucking hype. I'm like, oh shit, we got Tekken Tag. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, but we didn't get a PlayStation 2. And dude, I started fucking crying.
Yeah,
I was bawling my eye.
you
And I
took it
mean,
so because like you were like you really thought like, do
oh
you
my
have
God,
the
dude, I
game?
had my dreams shattered.
They
And like,
fucking
I don't know how you didn't start bawling. You
I
had to
don't.
have been like, what the fuck?
Here's the thing. I don't know if I was in on the joke or not. I was in on it or not.
I don't
I
think
can't
so.
remember.
Honestly, I think you were in shock.
I
Like, I
remember
can't believe this is
standing.
happening.
I remember standing in the doorway, and you were weeping, and mom and dad were like looking at each other, like oh shit, whoops.
I wasn't weeping, dude. I was crying.
You were
I
crying.
was
That's what I'm
straight
saying.
up, I was devastated
You're
because
like,
I went
no.
from being so hype
Yeah.
to just getting the worst news in the world.
Yeah.
And it was just this total difference of emotions that I just got fucked up.
And finally, Dad goes, "Well, wait, I see something under the couch." And yeah, they pulled it out, and it was a PlayStation. And
Oh my God. And dad loved doing that because remember, we talked about this before, I think, because used to make us sit on the stairs and wait and he would
yeah,
videotape
yeah,
us.
yeah,
Man, they love to have us in pain on Christmas. Oh, but they gave
man.
us some dope Christmases, man. I remember great
Oh yeah,
Christmases with
we
mom
had
and
great
dad. Like
Christmases. We had great
sick. Like I
Christmases.
can't imagine anything better. So like they I'm gonna
We had
do
some
that
great
though.
ones.
Like dad they knew I was gonna cry. They got some pleasure from it. I'm a little fucked up, like, yo, we just
They just wanted
this
to
kid's a little
teach you.
shit.
They just wanted to
Let's
teach
just
you. Yeah.
yeah, let's just fuck with him for a little bit.
I just
You
wanted to teach
know?
you. Okay, one question, because Luke and I were talking a lot about the Christmas story. We were talking about the age difference thing, and what do you think Ralphie's dad did for a living? Because I don't. I've watched it now 7 times in the past 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
I don't think they ever mention it. Like it
I think he
seems like
works at a factory or something, but he's probably like a supervisor and
I
does a
think
lot
it's
of the
white
paperwork.
collar,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like white
Yeah.
collar. Because he's well, I was gonna say he's wearing a suit, but like everybody did. People wore suits to everything back then.
Yeah, they did.
They
Yeah.
all dressed dapper all the time. But like
Yeah,
he
but his
kind
hands
of
weren't all dirty and shit,
yeah, and he sucked
but
at
he did
fixing
know his
things
way around like, a car and shit a little bit, changing
a little
tires,
bit.
no problem. He was like trying to break the record. I bet I could do it in this amount of time, so he knew
Yeah,
his shit.
but he had
You
like
wouldn't be like that if you didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
yeah. So I like it. Maybe he had worked at a factory before and moved up to
Yeah, he's a supervisor,
management.
man.
Yeah, he moved up
Yeah.
to management, so he doesn't have
And
to get his
she's a
hands dirty.
stay-at-home mom, so they had
Yeah.
to. I mean, I guess that's how it was back in the day, anyway. But
Well,
they had enough for a pretty big house.
it was a pretty big house. Yeah, on a nice street. It's a
But that
pretty
was
big
back in the
house.
day, man. You could have one income do that shit.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, only if you were white. Let's be honest. Only if you were white.
Yeah, yeah.
And of a certain persuasion, then
I
you
don't
could
know. He
do
had
it.
a couple black classmates in that movie
So
though.
I did play a
You
game
notice it?
last time I was watching it because I've watched it a whole bunch of times. I'm like, all right, I gotta do something else. And I played a game with myself of
Three?
like,
Are there three black
no,
classmates?
yeah, there's couple black classmates. There's the choir singing "Oh, Tell It on the Mountain" at the beginning of the movie. Oh, tell it on the mountain that
Okay.
Jesus Christ is born. Um, there's black people at the mall with the mall Santa when they go to the mall, and
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, I thought it
But
was gonna
they're in
be like,
Chicago, aren't they?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it makes sense. It's not just
yeah.
a
Are they in
fucking vanilla
Chicago?
town.
No, and it wasn't Vanilla Town because I was expecting to have like two black people in the whole movie.
Yeah.
But no, there was actually more than
Nah,
that.
movie's real, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not.
Ralphie's not friends with any of the black people, but no, he is. He is. He is. The one of them was um when what the hell? Flick is putting his tongue on the pole.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There's a black kid who's in the back. He's taller than
Look
everybody
at us
else.
trying to prove this movie's not racist as white
I'm
people. We
just
need to
saying.
shut the fuck
I'm just
up,
saying that
dude.
was
What are
one of
we
their
doing?
friends.
What are we doing? He
I'm
has a
saying.
black friend, so he's not racist. We
I
need to
didn't say.
stop. You're gonna
I
get us
didn't say he
canceled.
wasn't. What? I'm
I'm
not
not
saying
racist.
it.
I have a black friend.
I'm
Come
not saying
on.
he's not racist.
Stop it. We need to cut it
Ralphie
off
could be
now.
as
We're gonna
racist
get
as
in trouble.
shit.
What?
Ralphie could be racist as shit for all I know. I'm just saying there were black
Oh.
people in the movie, and he possibly had a black friend. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, how about the Santa and the elves in that movie on that
That's
slide?
one of my
Big as
favorite scenes.
fucking dirt bags.
There's a point
God.
the elves are yelling at Ralphie.
Oh my God.
They're
And they're
like
like putting their
the,
hand,
their
facing the
head in the
camera.
fucking
What do you
elf
want,
hat.
kid?
The elf hat is like hurry up, kid, the store's closing.
And then that one stupid kid's like, I like Santa.
I like Santa. I could never tell whether that was a boy or a girl.
I know. I know.
Do you know what it
I
was?
don't fucking know.
I don't
Kid's
know what it
weird.
was. They were wearing like a bomber cap and goggles
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, boy,
That flick
girl,
scene though with the tongue on the
the
pole,
tongue. I don't
that
know.
fucks me up. The tongue in the pole.
I don't know how they did that, like special effects wise. Like, did he really stick his tongue to a fucking pole? Because it seems like it's
Dude,
stuck.
I remember I was snowboarding one time and I stuck my tongue on the chairlift, John, and ripped it
Oh,
off. I
dude.
had it on there for like 2 seconds, dude. It
Yeah.
fucked my shit up.
Yeah, dude.
So like I can't even imagine what
Yeah.
that would be like. Ugh.
Can you like? Well, no, I guess you can't. I was gonna say,
It
could you
rips all
pour?
the skin off, dude. It
Oh,
hurts too, man.
and it hurts for a long time after that too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because it rips it's such a sensitive area.
Yeah.
That's why his shit was all taped up, man. His mouth
Yeah, he
was
had a big
fucked up.
fucking wad of cloth in his
Yeah.
fucking mouth.
Yo, the scene with Flick where Ralphie's mom is coming after he's putting it to Scott Farkas and he's like shh, 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 and he's like trying to get him to calm down and shit. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, because he's
It
like, your
was
mom's
so
coming, your
good.
mom's
He's like,
coming.
ooh, he's like, you're
Yeah.
fucked, man. Yeah.
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 Um
And what's his other friend? What does he keep calling him?
Schwartz.
Yeah, what does Schwartz keep
Schwartz.
saying at the beginning of the movie? It's like some
Oh yeah.
curse word.
Listen, jackass.
Oh, so good.
Yo,
Fucking
because I'm watching
Schwartz.
it on HBO streaming. There's a lot of
Yeah.
cussing in that movie. I was
Is
like,
there?
holy shit, there's
Yeah.
Ralphie just goes, son of a bitch, when he
Oh yeah.
with the
With the
Ovaltine thing.
Ovaltine?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dad says son of a bitch like multiple times.
Yeah.
Jackass, he says jackass. Um, I mean, there's
With
the F word
fudge,
part.
the
Yeah, there's
F
the F
word.
word
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
There's a couple more. Some of it they sort of bleep out, like they'll have like a pan drop at the same time he's saying son of a bitch. Like the dad said,
Hmm.
those stupid sons of bitches, but like she like
Yeah.
drops or closes a pot or something at that
Oh,
point, and
okay.
it kind of
Yeah.
blanks it out. Or at the end when the Bumpuses eat the turkey, he goes, sons of bitches, Bumpuses, but he says it all weird.
Mm.
And so it blanks it out, but Ralphie totally drops the son of a bitch very clearly in the bathroom at that part. I'm like, my child is gonna be saying this in no time.
Yeah.
She doesn't know though. She doesn't know.
No, but that movie's gonna be around forever. Forever.
Yeah. and it was
That's a classic movie, man. That's like a Bono. That's like the perfect movie, man. I can't.
not only
That and Blade 2.
dude, I have laughed to myself
I have
multiple
listened to
times.
that clip 1,000 times.
Which one?
The whole part where you're talking about your kids watching Godzilla versus King Kong,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
to me talking about the beginning scene
Blade.
of Blade,
And
to
then the
then me
girls.
talking about the fucking me bringing up Blade too much and you
Did
laughing.
you really
I've
talk
listened to
about
that 1,000 times. It is the
dude,
funniest fucking
I had
thing.
never heard that story. That shit was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
funny. That was
man.
the fucking dorkiest thing I've ever heard you do. Like that was some
I,
nerd shit.
dude, I there Blade is a special place in my heart, man. And
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. And in middle school, I could not stop talking about it. They need to make a Blade Christmas, honestly. But I was talking about how in Deadpool versus Wolverine, they had Blade in there. And
Yeah.
like apparently he has like a couple lines, like there will only be one Blade. There's only been one Blade, you know. I'm hoping they come back with like one last shebang with Wesley Snipes' as Blade and just like he's getting
But
ready for
no,
fucking
dude.
retiring, dude.
They're gonna do the thing where they have a new Blade and then
No,
he
no, no, no.
meets the
I don't
old
want that.
Blade.
That's what
I
they would probably
know.
fuck up. No, I
That's what
think
they're
they
gonna
should do
do.
something where like he's like about to put it down. He has to have one last hurrah. I don't want
Yeah,
any
and he's like
replacing bullshit.
he's like
No, no.
using
I
his cane. His
yeah,
cane has a
that's
sword inside
too.
of it.
No, I'm ready for like one last good one. I don't
No,
want him
they'll
to
do the
die in the end. I want him to just
they'll do
fucking
the
chill.
fucking
But
multiverse thing where he
no,
the
see, and
new
that's
Blade,
why that's not a good idea, I guess, to
that
do that.
stupid shit that they do now on everything. I
I
fucking
know
hate that
everything's a
shit.
multiverse,
I
everything's,
fucking hate
but
that shit.
I fucking love Wesley Snipes, man. I love me some Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes,
No,
man.
I
He's a
want to see
beast.
Wesley Snipes moving his like walking with a walker, trying to kill some vampires, and just like he needs to take his blood pressure medicine. Like I want to see old ass Wesley Snipes trying to do the blade thing.
I
That shit.
guarantee we could come up with a dope script for
Yeah.
like one last Blade movie. He's older
It
and
kind
like
of
not
reminds me
having to
of
do with him grooming his replacement. I think it can be like a
yeah.
fucking badass.
Is Chris
Like,
Christopherson still alive? Wasn't that who played
no.
his? No, he
No,
died.
he
Okay.
died, but he also died for real in Blade 3. So he
Oh, okay, got it.
unfortunately be gone.
That's why
But
I don't like that movie. I just realized. Like, why'd
well,
they
that
kill
movie sucked.
him?
Ryan
What?
Reynolds was in it and was just over the top.
Yeah,
Jessica Biel's character didn't do anything. She
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
bad, but had Dracula. Yeah, apparently,
That was
Wesley
stupid.
Snipes didn't even want to do it. But dude, you could come up with a sick fucking premise for that.
Well, like, do you remember? Did you ever see Bubba Hotep? It's the one where Elvis is in a retirement home
Oh yeah.
and they have to like solve a crime or stop a monster,
Yeah.
and they're just old as shit, and it's mostly like two guys with dementia arguing with each other.
Yeah.
That movie's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. You could do that with Blade, where he's old. Because
No,
how?
no, you do something where like
No,
a more
he's
Blade
not.
2 like
It's
movie.
like the Mike Tyson Jake Paul thing. He's too fucking old. He's old now. Wesley
He's
Snipes
old
is
and it's
what?
fake. But you do something like fucking Blade 2 where like there's some extra vampire John and like there was other people involved with that. That was some crazy shit.
He's 62 fucking years old, dude. He's
Hell
old.
yeah, he go out with a bang, dude. It's Blade. You think
Well,
fucking Blade retires?
well,
Give
no,
me
he
a
can't.
break.
But
He loves
I,
killing
I
vampires.
think, I would like to see it, but I want to see Blade. Like it's a grueling fucking battle because he's old as shit. Like he's
Will,
swinging the
he
sword
might
hurts his
age,
wrist.
but he's a fucking vampire. They don't go to nursing
He's
homes.
not a vampire. He's a half vampire.
He's a half vampire, but he's fucking still doesn't age like that.
Well, how are you gonna have a fuck? You gonna de-age Wesley Snipes for the movie? Make it
It
62
you
so he
come up
looks
with a
30?
premise, it's 100 years later or something, but fucking vampires don't go to nursing homes. This is stupid. You're fucking with Blade, and I'm not
No,
having it anymore.
I'm not
Not
saying you
happening.
need.
Not this Christmas.
I'm
Not
not.
this fucking holiday.
I'm not saying you're not doing this to
You're
my holiday.
you're making a mockery. I'm not playing this shit.
I'm
We're not
saying
doing it.
you're 62 years old. You're not fucking going around shooting a shotgun in a club.
Oh, fuck you, dude. 62 is the new 42, man.
Oh, please. 62, you're starting to get dementia.
62? Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. 62, dude. I'm gonna
62.
be a fucking badass motherfucker when I'm 62.
Yeah, no, nobody's a badass motherfucker when they're 62.
I've seen badass motherfuckers. Dude, I saw a couple
Well,
videos on YouTube,
oh, YouTube? Did you see it on YouTube?
no, like dudes like 75-year-old motherfuckers jacked as shit and they look like they're 35. And you're like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, but they're probably on fucking anabolic steroids or some shit.
No, no. See, that's the excuse all you lazy motherfuckers want to
Oh,
make.
please. No, I'm sorry, but you're
If you put in the
75.
fucking work, I'm so sick
Oh,
of people.
no.
I'm
The
so sick
amount
of
of
people
work.
hating on bodybuilders to like, that is an unfucking character. You know, you don't get like that without fucking steroids. Yo, fuck you. If that guy was to get jacked as the fucking Incredible Hulk, you let him do that shit. Don't fucking
No,
hate on this guy
I'm
because
not
he's looking
hating
like
on
how
him.
you
I'm
want to
saying it's
look.
impossible for a
You take fucking
75-year-old.
steroids too if you want to look like that. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
if
Are
he
you
wants to.
natty? Yeah, are you natty? Are you juicing? Yeah, I'm fucking juicing. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, if you're 75, you might as well start juicing. You know what
You
I
may as
mean?
well start juicing.
Yeah, why
But I'm
not?
sick of motherfuckers. No one can like congratulate anyone anymore.
No,
It's
it's
always
true.
like
It's true.
something has to be wrong or not real.
I mean, I
And you're
mostly
like,
said that
dude,
just to
just
make you
fucking
mad.
stop.
I just
Huh?
mostly did that to make you mad. That's like why I did it.
Well,
I
dude,
don't
if I
care.
told you, I fucking Blade's got a special place, man. You start fucking with Blade, you're done for.
Well,
You're done for.
listen, the script, he has to approve the script, and they got to go into production. He's going to be 67 by the time this movie comes out.
You think he's gonna be stopping fighting vampires just because
Yeah,
he's hitting 70?
I'm saying he's going to be fighting vampires, but he's going to hurt his wrist, you know, and be like, ah,
Shit, how long was
ah.
Jackie Chan making movies, man?
It beats me.
He was probably in
Have
his
you seen a
70s.
picture of him lately? He looks like an old lady. Yeah, I'm serious. He looks like an old lady. Go
I
look
mean,
him.
dude, Liam Neeson is over 70, and that fucking guy continues to make crazy movies where he's
All
beating
right,
people up.
fair, fair.
You
I
know?
don't know how old he was in Taken, but he was pretty fucking old.
Yeah, he's probably almost fucking 80, dude.
Yeah,
Even Clint Eastwood was coming out with movies
that's true.
where he's an old
Fucking
badass.
love that Gran Torino movie. That's a
Man,
great
fucking
movie.
racist white guys love to make movies about fucking badass old dudes, right? Wait, move it to the side. I can't see it. Oh.
Jackie
Yeah,
Chan,
yeah.
you can look up pictures of him. He'd be looking like an old lady now.
He does look
Some
like an old
people,
lady.
some guys, when they get older, they just end up looking like chicks. They
They
can't help
do.
it. You know, I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
Randall and the fucking cross-dressing
I mean,
shit.
it doesn't help that he's wearing like a a, a beige fucking
Here's the
outfit.
thing though, he just looks like a different person. He doesn't look like he's 70. He looks a like a 50-year-old other person, you know?
He does, but that's from being fucking jacked and doing all your own stunts and shit for
Yeah,
your
I mean,
whole
he
life, you
fucked
know?
himself up a fair amount, man,
Oh,
you
dude,
know.
I'm surprised he can still walk. That dude. How the
Yeah.
fuck do we start talking about this?
He looks like a tech CEO.
Yeah, it does look like Jensen Huang and Nvidia and
Yeah, he looks
whatever.
like somebody who's like, yo, I'm about to build the first jetpack.
Jensen Huang wears like that fucking leather jacket all the time. That's his look.
Man, some of these fucking goddamn CEOs are so full of themselves wearing stupid shirts. You got your stupid collars. Put
Dude,
that
the
shit down and shut the
Jensen
fuck up.
Huang Jensen Huang was
I,
signing a girl's titties. The
hey, good
CEO of
for him, man.
Nvidia. Yeah, CEO of Nvidia. Everybody was like, okay, the stock is now at the top. There's no way
Yeah.
it's all downhill from here, but it's gone up since then. That's
How cringy is it when CEOs talk about hard work and like how
yeah.
to succeed videos? It is the most just gut wrench. Shut the fuck up.
I'm on this
You
sub
goddamn
I'm on
son
this
of a
subreddit.
bitch.
You need to go on this subreddit. It's called LinkedIn Lunatics. And it's the
Yeah.
just the cringiest fucking LinkedIn posts you can think
Oh
of.
my God.
It's brutal, dude. It's
Yeah,
some
like
of the worst
CEOs with
shit.
self-help videos.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
are you that bored?
It's people being like, my child has cancer. This is how it helped me sell more at my job. And you're like, yo, you need
What?
to
That's
stop.
crazy.
And now LinkedIn is starting to get girls doing like Instagram filters and like showing off their tits and ass and stuff. And they're like, you can run your own business and blah blah blah. And then they're sticking their ass in the camera, and you're like, man, LinkedIn got it too. It all
Yo,
went all the
you
way to
can
LinkedIn.
tell who did not get professional photos on LinkedIn because everyone's AI generating their fucking face
Yeah,
shots and shit. They
that's
look
true.
so fucking
That's
fake.
true.
They
I
put like
got some
long ass hair on. So I'm like, yo, you have a short haircut. When did you suddenly get long hair?
I had a photographer do mine, and she actually did a really good job. My shit looks fly as fuck.
Yeah, but you could tell, those AI generated
Oh
ones,
yeah, yeah.
and you're
You look
like, Jesus
stupid.
Christ, who you fooling?
They look all smooth and shit.
They look.
Looking all smooth and weird.
Yo, man, even your pimples looking smooth,
Yeah, yeah.
bitch.
Come on.
Yeah.
I know you got acne scars all over your face, you fucking asshole. Now you got the AI acting
No,
like
I've
you're.
seen some, like some people at my job got some like as their like avatar or whatever. I'm like, yo, you don't even look real.
No, stop doing that. Don't
What are you
do that.
doing?
I guess it's the same people who have those little cartoons that they do for text messages and shit. I don't even know what they're called. Emoji
Avatars, man.
avatars. I guess
Yeah.
the people that do that also go and upload their fucking pictures to make themselves an AI person. That's the same group of people, I predict.
When you're making avatars of yourself, you're on the level of them Candy Crush ladies, man.
It's the same,
You're on
yeah.
that fucking level. What
The only
you
people
need to
I
just
know,
clock out. It's like
the only
it's
people I
time to
know,
go to the nursing home.
the only people that I know that do it are yeah, women between the age of 45 and 65, and dad.
Dad plays Candy Crush.
No, he doesn't.
No, no, I'm asking you.
No, no,
Oh.
he has an avatar.
I remember Jen showed me that, man. I don't know.
I
I
was
don't
like,
know. I
wait, Dad,
can't
what
see
is
Dad ever making that. I
Dad's
feel like Mom might have made
next
it.
thing? Next thing, Dad's gonna get a tramp stamp. You
I
know?
see. I don't have a Facebook anymore, so like I
Okay,
don't. I
yeah.
forgot about
Every
that.
once in a while, he likes my status. I have to see that, or like he comments, and I have to see that fucking avatar he made of himself. I'm like, Dad's gonna pretty soon get a. I need to talk to the manager haircut.
Uh,
Oh man.
yeah,
All right.
man.
We've probably done this for an hour and 15 is my guess.
Hour
Um
15. I have to
yeah.
piss my brains out, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to.
I'm
I want
I'm
to take a
about to
poop
get out of
first so
here.
I can pee it off.
Yeah. That's like it's one of the more relaxing things in life, because you never know when it's gonna happen, and when it does, it's so satisfying.
It's the ninth wonder of the world, man.
Yeah, I think so. All
Well, the
right.
poop is the eighth wonder, and then the ninth wonder is pissing it off.
Check out at What
Check
Up
out.
Brother
Hey, Merry
Podcast.
Christmas, motherfuckers.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you maybe for a second episode. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we
All
gotta watch
right.
some movies.
Peace.
Peace
Happy
out.
holidays. All right.
Stop recording. Yes.